There is a gap, but that gap is getting, smaller day by day, because I think that businesses, their goal is to cater to their consumer, and going forward, their consumer will be younger people, Gen Z.
So, Devishi, you're quite young. What power do you think that Gen Z and millennials have?
Gen Z is, it's one of the greatest generations out there, especially kind of looking at it from a more numerical sense. Gen Z has a buying power of, I think, $143 billion. It's crazy. And the amount of impact that we're able to have is tremendous. And we've already been seeing that.
So, if Gen Z has all this power, why aren't businesses moving faster on climate?
So that's the big goal for at least me, and the work that we're doing in sustainable business. What's really important is we're telling business that in order to make money later down the line, it's really important to realize that young people are your future consumer, and knowing that if you want to sell to young people, it's really important to look at the values that we prioritize, which is shopping ethically, and making sure there's women in the workplace, prioritizing workers' health, things like that.
So, you're getting into rooms with CEOs. Has anyone been particularly resistant, and how did you change their mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new and it's a growing field, but there's always going to be people with questions. And I think the most important way to change someone's mind, or even get them thinking about it, is, talking about the numbers. We're running out of water, for example. Like, you might not have the water to source from for your supply chain, and that's going to bring down your business going forward. So by switching, you are not only making your local communities and things like that a better place, but you're also ensuring the profitability of your business in the future.
You want to work with brands. So, I'm curious, like, what makes a company worthy of redemption? If you're in a room with a company like Shell and you give them a shot and they're not interested in coming to the table, would you give them another chance?
I mean, if they're not interested in coming to the table, then it's best to, divest, remove their voices from discussion. But if they are, then I think, provide ways for them to shift. That's, the whole premise of the Green New Deal, and other important policy that we need to look at.
Would you want to take on a big company like that?
I don't see why not. I think young people have the capacity to do so much. Urgency is key, so we don't really have time to waste.
What do you think is the most important thing for viewers to understand about what you do?
What's most important is to realize that the climate movement in general, and I guess its specific niche that I have with, sustainable business, it's a very new field, and it needs a lot more young people to make change happen, because we're headed into a time, as I said before, of extreme urgency, and it's very much needed that we get more young people and their voices heard at, the national, international stage. So what's really important is that if you're a young person and you want to get involved, there is a place for you, and we're looking for young people, and honestly all ages, to really get involved into the work that we're doing. So yeah, that's kind of the main message.